Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another video, and today we have 7 different types of B-shots, or beaters, however you want to say it. And the first one is the newbie. I think everything has one of these, like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Beyblade, every single thing. There's always going to be someone who's new to it. We've all been there. So if you're one of these, don't feel bad. But you know they're the kind of guy who has an Excel Dracian and thinks that they can hit down a target, so they're the best B-shot ever. That kind of guy. Okay, the next one, I've actually ran into a lot of these kind of people. Unfortunately, my cousins are kind of like this sometimes, but the better than you B-shot. You know, the kind of guy who always thinks he's better than you at battling. At every game, he's the best. Or at least he says he is, and he thinks he is, but he really isn't. I believe it or not, I've actually ran into a lot of these before. It's one of the most common, in my opinion. Unfortunately, it's kind of unfortunate that there are so many like this, and they think that they know everything about B-daman, know everything about making the best customs, and sometimes they do, but for the most part, most I've run into really don't. It's kind of annoying. But the next one we have is the collector. I'm more of this kind of guy. He's the guy who wants to have all the beat-em-on, just likes to try out new beat-em-on, likes to mess around with his beat-em-on, with all the different stadiums and kind of stuff. Always has a new beat-em-on coming in the mail or something. Yeah, I'm more of this kind of guy. Next up we have the builder. These guys are always interesting to meet because their beat-em-on are always mixed-mashed and all colorful because they painted them, and they have all these awesome cores that you could never make yourself. The builder is always really fun to run into. I've only run into a few. I've tried building beat-em-on, but I'm no good at it, really. These guys are always really fun to run into. And they always have a nice solid collection so that they can make good beat-em-on. And they're usually pretty good at battling, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, at least. Next up we have the anime watcher. The guy who doesn't care about the toys or battling or anything. Has like maybe a Rev device or a Cobalt Blade or something, that's it. Never plays with it though, just has it on display, but just absolutely adores the anime. I haven't run into very many of these, but there are a few out there. Okay, and one of the last ones, Battle Beat-em-on is better than Crossfight. You know, they think that Battle Beat-em-on is much better than Crossfight because they grew up with it, or something, or whatever series it is, Super Crash. I've never run into anyone who's into that, but I mainly run into Battle Beat-em-on lovers that say Crossfight sucks even though they haven't seen one episode, and they've just seen the beat-em-on design, and they just think it's terrible because Battle Beat-em-on is better to them for some reason. But, and the last one we have is the competitor, kind of similar to the Better Than You guy, except he doesn't really gloat about it. He's kind of like Samoru, kind of quiet about how good he is, just wants to battle you all the time though, and is always usually pretty good, or really good. Don't run into these very often, but Beat-em-on for Days is one of these. He is very awesome. But I hope you enjoyed my list. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.